day one, week one, and we did like a 90-day sort of snapshot of the Klayvio attributed revenues. That was actually approximately 130,000 US dollars that we were able to come in and generate within the first 90 days. Can you just confirm that is the case?
Yes, for sure, Steve. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I can verify that. We just look at the account. The money I spend is well worth it. Steve has like totally transformed our email marketing. Our deliverability rate has gone way up. Give Dynamx and Steve and his team a chance. They're very organized. Sort of treat you like a family, not just like any number. It makes you really feel comfortable. I would definitely give it a shot. Give you guys a shot.
First and foremost, John, can you just introduce yourself and your brand, please?
My name is John. I'm from theliquorstore.com, the owner.
The first thing I'd like to know is what was it that made you decide to invest in email marketing?
Email marketing, I felt, provides the best ROI. I've done retargeting, I've done paid search, I've done pay-per-click. Email marketing definitely provides the best ROI.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And what's great about the email marketing is it's actually the only channel that you literally own. It's your retention ecosystem, whereas your ads can be taken down, your pixel can stop working, your ad account can be blocked, but your email list is literally yours and yours to keep forever. So it's actually the only medium that you literally have full ownership and control over, which is why it's like an absolute necessity in 2025 and beyond to have that back end retention ecosystem established, or at least in the pipeline to be set up, configured and rolled out. What kind of challenges were you facing before deciding to work with Dynamx? You'd already experienced, right, with maybe other agencies, maybe one or two freelancers over the years. If you don't mind like elaborating a little on what kind of challenges you faced, what was the main reason you decided to actually partner with us?
I've noticed before I met Dynamx, I would pay agencies or freelancers to do my work, and they didn't provide the attention to detail to my account like I wished. Sometimes coupon codes, they just weren't working. The flows weren't optimized. They weren't segmenting properly to our base. The deliverability was very low. So our emails weren't even going into our customers' boxes. So this is when I found Dynamx and Steve. And Steve has like totally transformed our email marketing. Our deliverability rate has gone way up. He actually saved me money by reducing, like getting rid of all of our people who weren't opening our emails, further increasing our deliverability rates, maximizing our flows, refining our flows, and it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said it there is also, it's not just always about driving money on the front end, right? Any Tom, Dick or Harry can come in and have an attempt at that. But I think what I'm super big on and what you entrusted in us which was the list cleaning, which was going to be conducive to actually leaning down the Klaviyo billing plan and also increasing deliverability overall, which actually compounds and leads to even more money. The higher the deliverability, the more likely to open the click and the transaction really. So yeah, it was great to roll out those win back flows, sunset flows recently, and also our custom automatic suppression flow. So yeah, we were really, really happy to do that for you, and we've seen a noticeable uptick in terms of the overall deliverability once that was carried out. So what was amazing as well, John, is just before we press record, we were like inside the Klavio accounts having a little look around, and we looked from like literally day one, week one, and we did like a 90-day sort of snapshot of the Klavio attributed revenue. So we noticed that was actually approximately 130,000 US dollars that we were able to come in and generate within the first 90 days. So can you just confirm that is the case, that we do have the ability to not only onboard, come in, carry out a new master design, deep dive audit the account, identify immediate ROI opportunities, but that the proof's in the pudding along the first 3 months that we're actually capable of generating that kind of revenue?
Yes, for sure, Steve. Thank you for doing that. And yeah, I can verify that. We just looking at the account, I saw those numbers, and I was very happy, very happy. And the money I spend, it's well worth it. well worth it.
No, we're really, really glad to hear that. And what's amazing as well is it's actually kind of a funny story. We were talking about that a little bit. We actually first had an introduction, didn't we, last March? But for one reason or another, at the time, we were expanding the team and we thought it wasn't quite the right time. So we almost missed the opportunity to work together. But in the end, we find a way to make it happen. We touched base again late September and kind of kicked things off towards the end of October. So I'm really, really happy that we circled back to it, and we're really hopeful that it's going to be a really long-term partnership for sure.
Same here, Steve. Thank you. Thank you.
If there was another founder, another fellow e-commerce brand owner that was considering partnering with Dynamx, what is it that you would say to them?
I would say give Dynamx and Steve and his team a chance. They're very organized. They spend the time that they need, that you would want on your account. Sort of treat you like a family, not just like any number that's like another client. So it makes you really feel comfortable. I would definitely give it a shot. Give you guys a shot.
Thanks so much. I'm glad you feel like that as well, because it's something we've always been really, really big on as well. The customer service and the after sales and the ongoing communication, because I feel it's always really, really important just even to have the small touch points throughout the week. For example, without revealing any numbers, but sometimes when we send a campaign and the results are like really, really good, obviously we like to shout that out in Slack. We have our bi-weekly check-in calls, our monthly KPI reporting and things like that. So I think there's something really to be said for the customer service aspect of the email marketing. I feel it's really, really important, honestly. And also what's really valuable and what we're currently like building towards right now is adding additional layers in where we can continue to add revenue, we can continue to scale the maximum attribution possible, such as SMS, maybe third-party apps. So that's something I feel when you have someone that's treating you like family and has a vested interest in your business's success, I think it's like conducive to overall continued growth for both of us. So we're super, super big on that. We're also investing in our agency at the moment to bring in more customer success managers to not only continue that, but to double down on it and to see where we can even improve and take that to the next level. I feel Jacqueline's my wife, by the way, for anyone that's watching it. I feel both of us do a really good job on that, but we want to take it one step further and literally put our own resource back into that. So ultimately that you guys are handled to our utmost potential, really. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Steve.